Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collegeville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked to be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collegeville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collegeville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 and 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm by my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapest crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play no sports. I play my cards right. Now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me. K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, all the fresh sophomores,
High school,
juniors,
champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Collinsville Sports Complex here in Collinsville, Illinois. I am Todd Duke. Chris Kettler will be along here in just a moment, and we're here to get you ready for a little Lady K-Hawk softball. It is game number 1,000 in the history of this Collinsville K-Hawk softball program, and we're glad that we're here to give it to you because it was supposed to be yesterday at Granite City. That game got rained out, so we're glad that we get to be the ones to bring you game number 1,000 as we welcome you in to the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show here on the K-Hawk Sports Network, brought to you by Cullip Jennings Florist, a staple in the Collinsville area for generations. Cullip Jennings Florist is located at 517 West Clay Street. Check them out for their weekly specials. Right now, they're all about Mother's Day. That's right, a week from this Sunday, guys. Mother's Day is coming up. That's on May the 8th. So if you have that special mom in your life, you need to take care of her with some flowers. Well, you know, Cullip Jennings can handle that for you. Give them a call at 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com. K-Hawks come into this contest with an overall record of 3-5 under their first-year head coach Jessica Schmittling. Granite City, they come in with a record of 0-5 so far this year. Under Tim Wilson, he is their third-year head coach, and he has a record of 4-24 over those 3 years, which is actually 2 years since the pandemic shut everything down last year. Lady Kahawks there are in the midst of a 3-game losing streak. Last win was a 2-0 victory at Waterloo on the 21st. That was the day after the big snow. Collinsville only one win here at home so far this year, and that was the first game of the season, a 7-1 victory versus Columbia. Lady Kahawks have given up 40 runs during that 3-game streak, but they've scored 26 runs in those 3 games, double-digit runs in the last 2 games for Granite City. They, of course, are looking for that first win of the season. They have been outscored so far 48-3, and they have not had a win since a 7-3 win versus Althoff all the way back on April the 10th of 2019. So Chris Kettler, looks like the Lady Kahawks might find a little cure for what ails them here this afternoon when they face Granite City.
Well, the bats have been there for the Kahawks for most games. Just haven't been able to get out of the big innings a lot of times against some of these teams, Mount Vernon and O'Fallon last game, and last game we were here with Mater Dei have put some big runs across, so to look for some changes defensively here for the Kahawks to avoid those big innings but keep rattling them bats.
Kahawks come in averaging 6.25 runs scored per game, but they're giving up 6.75, so half a run difference there as far as runs scored for and runs scored against for Granite City. Well, I told you they were outscored 48-3, so they're averaging a little over a half a run a game, and they're giving up 9.6 runs per game. So if that trend continues, I think Collinsville should have a pretty good game here this afternoon. Kahawks, by the way, 19 stolen bases. They've only been caught 6 times. Their defense has turned 10 double plays, but they've also committed 31 errors on the year, and that averages out to 3.9 errors per game, and that's something they're going to have to cut down on if they want to start winning some games.
Yeah, especially when you're trying to get out of that inning. You already got two outs up there on the board. You can't have an error or something to prolong the inning, and you never know what kind of big inning the other team could put up after that.
We have a GoPro working again. We're hoping it's going to last all game this time. We do a little bit more research every time we use the camera, and we found out that they do typically overheat after about an hour and a half. The problem last game was I plugged it up at 3:15 when I got here and turned everything on, and then it sat there on for an hour before the game even started. But I've developed myself a little cooling system, and we're going to see if it works here. But I already have the other camera ready to go just in case, so we don't have to scramble like we did last time. Let's take our first break here on the Cullen Jennings Flores pregame show. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit about Granite City and some of their history, and we'll, of course, talk about the history between these two clubs on the field, and we'll do that after a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cullen Jennings Flores, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullen Jennings Flores has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Cullen Jennings Flores is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullen Jennings Flores is there for any life's major moments. Cullen Jennings Flores, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at cullenjennings.com.
Everyone has those projects around the house that you just don't want to do. AW Outdoor Solutions can take care of that for you. Former Collinsville High School graduate Adam Welly owns AW Outdoor Solutions, and he and his crew can handle all of the dirty work around your home or business, whether that's tree trimming and maintenance, brush removal, power washing, gutter cleaning, and leaf raking and removal. AW Outdoor Solutions can handle that and much more. AW Outdoor Solutions is fully insured and offers free estimates on all of their work. AW Outdoor Solutions. Call Adam Welly at 314-252-8010 or on Facebook at AW Outdoor Solutions. All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville. right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees, or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
Call Up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion, from anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings. Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
And once again, we welcome you back into the Call Up Jennings Florist pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We're getting you ready for some Lady Kahok softball versus Granite City. Let's take a look at Granite City. Tim Wilson mentioned he went 4-19 in his first year of 2019 before the pandemic wiped out last year. He took over for Emily Ashby, who spent a lot of years with Granite City. 34-88 is what they went. The records on the IHSA website only go back to the 2011 season for girls softball at Granite City. So all we can tell you is that Drew Duncan was the coach from 2011 to 2014, and he went 13 wins and 104 losses. Ashby's 2017 team turned in the best record over the last 10 years at 10-22, and the only team to reach double-digit wins in that time. The history for these two clubs over the last 21 years, Collinsville holds the big time advantage over Granite City. 32 wins for Collinsville and only 7 for Granite City. The Kahawks are also 3-1 versus Granite City during that time in the playoffs. So overall, Collinsville with 35 wins and Granite City with 8. They last met in the 2019 season. The Kahawks won 11-1. They had 2 runs in the first, the fourth, and the fifth, and then a 5-run third. Really did it in. Last loss was in the 2018 season, 6-1, right here on this very field. That was the last season that Granite City was in the Southwestern Conference. Last home and away season sweep by Collinsville, 2017, 3-1 here and 6-4 there. The last playoff meeting, that was on the 22nd of May of 2019. A regional semifinal game. The Kahawks won that game 10-6 before they ended up losing the regional championship game to Edwardsville by a score of 6-5. The last playoff loss for Collinsville against Granite City. That was also on the 22nd of May, the previous year. So one year you win, one year you lose. And in 2018, they lost in the regional semifinal game at O'Fallon by a score of 12-2. And from 2009 to 2015, Collinsville won 12 games straight. They had a 12-game winning streak over a 6-year period. So you are now all informed. Everything that I know, you now know. Let's see, weather. Well, we had rain yesterday. That's why the game at Granite City was rained out. We had rain this morning. Things finally started to dry up a little bit about 9 or 10 o'clock this morning. And then about 2:30, 3 o'clock this afternoon, the sun started to shine in, and we've had intermittent clouds since then. So we're in for a nice day by the junior varsity team. They're not going to be able to play on their field. Their field doesn't get covered with a tarp, so it's too wet to play on. So the junior varsity Lady Kahawks are going to take the field after this game to take on the Granite City JV Lady Warriors. There you go. We take our final time out here during the Call Up Jennings Florist pregame show. When we come back, we'll pass along starting lineups to you. And we'll do that in just a moment as the Call Up Jennings Florist pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Call Up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion, from anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings. Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville, owned by former Kahok Jay Merkel. At Extreme Details, they believe in the value of community and in helping the community hold the value of their vehicles. A sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details offers drop-off, pickup, and delivery service as well as a mobile service, whether that's a simple wash and wax or all the way up to a full detail job. No job is too big or too small for Extreme Details. Plus, Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal and vacuums every vehicle regardless of what package you choose. Cars, trucks, boats, motorcycles, and more. Extreme Details in Collinsville, open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 on Saturday. Call Jay Merkel for an appointment at 301-6033 or 977-1224.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KHawkSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahawk sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahawk sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you.
Call Up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
And once again, welcome back to the Collinsville Sports Complex here in Collinsville. I'm Todd Duke, Chris Kettler along with you as well. We're just about ready to go here. This varsity matchup between Granite City and the Lady Warriors, taking on your Lady Kahawks of Collinsville. Here are your starting lineups for Granite City. They're batting first, and you will see Becky Patrick lead off. She'll play shortstop, bat first. Batting second is Kayla Huskamp. She plays center field. Over at third and batting third is Brooke Donohue. Riley Hayes bats in the cleanup spot. She will be the catcher today for Granite City, and she'll be catching Jasmine Turner, who bats fifth and will be in the pitcher's circle today. Maddie Lineman, who plays right field and bats sixth, as Ebony Hernandez plays second base and bats seventh. Your left fielder is Krista Davis, and Davis bats eighth. And rounding out the starting nine for Granite City is Mallory Donahue, and she will hold down her position at first base. For Collinsville, you will find R.J. Simpson leading things off when they come to the plate in the bottom of the first. She'll hold down duties at first base. Kendra Butcher is in the pitcher's circle, and Riley Doyle behind the plate. Those two are batting second and third, respectively. Brianna Wellen, who has had back-to-back home runs in the last two games, will bat cleanup and play third base. Riley Anderson hits in the 5-hole and plays shortstop. Amber Gassman is in center field batting sixth. Katie Bardwell, the freshman, she'll be the designated player today. She'll be batting while Kaylee Reynolds will be playing right field. Jerica Asbeck will bat eighth and play left field, and Mackenzie Young will bat ninth and play second base for Collinsville. As Granite City gets ready to come up to the bat first, we'll set up the defense for you for Collinsville. Jerica Asbeck in left field, Amber Gassman in center, Kaylee Reynolds in right field, around the horn on the infield. Brianna Wellen at third base, Briley Anderton at shortstop, Mackenzie Young at second, R.J. Simpson is at first, and as we mentioned earlier, Kendra Butcher in the pitcher's circle, while Riley Doyle will do the catching. Matter of fact, we have the double Rileys behind the plate today. Riley Hayes behind the plate for Granite City. Riley Doyle behind the plate for Collinsville. Kendra Butcher comes in. This is her 7th start on the year. She has 4 complete games and a record of 3-2. And in 46 1/3 innings pitched, she has a 1.51 earned run average. She has struck out 43 and walked 18 in her 8 appearances, now being her 9th. And the first person that she will see will be Becky Patrick, the shortstop. Patrick digs in from the right side. Butcher's ready. Here's the first pitch and almost hit her on the inside portion of the batter's box, and she steps out just in time.
Beautiful day.
It is.
Rainy all night, and the tarp we got here paid off to get this game in today.
There's a swing and a foul ball back to the Kahok dugout. Becky Patrick, she comes in looking for her first hit. She has had 11 plate appearances and is 0 for 11 right now. Scoreboard went out again. So Patrick from the right side leading off. Kendra Butcher in the circle. She pitches. And a pop fly. This one's foul, but it's going to end up behind the Kahawks dugout. So that's 2 times now that Patrick has swung, and she swung late to send the ball pretty much right behind her. Turned into a beautiful day. Socked in with the rain yesterday, socked in with the clouds this morning, and this afternoon it broke. Right back to Butcher. She gloves it and throws over to first, and we have 1 away.
We are having an issue with the scoreboard. Just to let you know, you can follow along the game on the Kahok Sports Network.
Yes, you can. You tell them, Pete.
Type in Kahok Sports Network, and you can follow along.
1 away, and that will bring up Kayla Huskamp. Huskamp plays center field, and Huskamp on the year, batting .375. She steps in from the right side. Butcher's ready to go again, and a strike called right down the middle. Kendra Butcher, of course, had the day off yesterday since they got rained out, so her arm should be pretty fresh for this one. And here comes the 1-0. Swinging a fly ball to center field, and Amber Gassman camps underneath it and hardly had to move for out number 2.
Making quick work here, 2 outs.
Now batting for Granite City, the third baseman, number 32.
Brooke Donahue.
Donahue.
There's a couple of Donahues, Brooke and Mallory. Brooke comes in batting .417. And the first pitch to her is a strike. No home runs yet in this Granite City lineup. Donahue has one of just a few runs batted in for this Granite City club. And there's a base hit right there. 1 hopper right to Jerica Asbeck out in left field. And the Granite City Warriors have their first base runner of this game. And we have our first hit.
Clean hit, solid contact, just pulled that into left.
Now coming to the plate for the Warriors.
I told you in the pregame show that Granite City has only scored 3 runs. They've been outscored 48-3. And Brooke Donahue has one of those RBIs, and the other one belongs to Jasmine Turner. And as of right now, she is in the on-deck circle. Batter is Riley Hayes, the catcher. Hayes batting .167 on the year. Couple of base hits and 12 at-bats. Runner at first base, 2 outs. And the pitch from Butcher. On the outside corner, snap throw down to first base, and a nice play, but getting back in there safely was Donahue.
Doyle will do that to keep the runners honest, don't stray too far after the pitch.
2 outs, and the next pitch. Swinging a foul ball back here to the screen. To Riley Hayes. Jasmine Turner, her pitcher, is on deck. She digs back in from the right side, does Hayes. Butcher's ready, and here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Hayes, and the inning comes to a close. 1 hit, and that runner was stranded. So we head now to the home half of the first inning, and your Kahawks will get their first crack at the bat, and we'll tell you all about it after a brief timeout here on the Kahawk Sports Network. Just because you can cut your own hair doesn't mean you should. The Shop, A great place in Collinsville for men and boys haircuts is where you should take your hair. The shop is owned and operated by Collinsville High School graduates Danny Kress and Jody Neiman and is located at 103 South Seminary Street in Uptown Collinsville. The shop isn't just another place to get a haircut, as Danny and Jody take great joy in getting to know their clients and look forward to turning those clients into friends. When you sit in a stylish chair at the shop, Jody and Danny pride themselves on getting to know you well enough to say, the usual? Yeah. So, men and boys, if you're tired of the same old cookie cutter approach to haircuts, check out Danny and Jody at the shop. You may just walk out with not only a fantastic cut, but you may also walk out with a friend or two. The shop in Collinsville, 618-772-7175. No appointment necessary. The shop, 103 South Seminary in Uptown Collinsville. Back here at the Collinsville Sports Complex, Todd Duke and Chris Kettler along with you. Granite City and Collinsville, girls varsity softball action going on, and Collinsville will have their first crack at the offensive side of things here against Granite City. Granite City, as you can tell, black trousers, red jerseys. They have the word Warriors written across the fronts of their jerseys. Numbers are in white. Collinsville, they're wearing their all-white uniforms today. They got some cool purple socks on, and their numbers are bordered in purple. And we are just about ready to go as we see Jasmine Turner taking her last of her warm-up pitches. She has pitched 7 innings thus far. She's started 1 game, and she's given up 13 hits and an ERA of 8.00. Here is R.J. Simpson. Simpson came out of the game against Mater Dei the other night after the first half inning and never came back in. She wasn't feeling well, but she'll step in here now. And she'll look at the first pitch from Turner, and it's inside on the corner for called strike 1. Riley Simpson batting .200 on the year, 4 runs batted in. She's been hit by a pitch 5 times this year, and that leads the Lady Kahawks. That's a category you really don't want to lead in, do you?
If you can handle it, might hurt. Them softballs are mighty large size.
They are. Next pitch to Simpson, swinging a high fly ball. On the infield, second baseman Hernandez is underneath it, but the shortstop, Becky Patrick, comes in and takes it at the last moment.
She came way over there.
Yeah, she was all the way right at the second base position.
Now batting for the Kahawks, the pitcher, number 35, Kendra Butcher.
So here is Kendra Butcher. Butcher bats from the left side. First pitch from Turner on the way, and it's outside. Kendra on the year. Batting .179, 1 run batted in. She has a triple and a couple of doubles to her credit. And the next pitch from Turner on the way. Swing and a miss.
We don't know yet. Thank you, though.
Trying to fix the scoreboard. Nothing. There's some kind of a short going on in that scoreboard, man. Next pitch to Butcher. That's the inside corner, too. She's got a couple of those. Nibbling at the corners is Turner early on. Riley Doyle waits on deck. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. No score. Swing and a miss. And down on strikes goes Kendra Butcher.
Oh, she went up there swinging. Got to find something you like there. Just couldn't make any contact.
Riley Doyle.
I don't have any numbers on strikeouts to walks for Turner. Oh, yes, I do. 2. That was only her 3rd strikeout. She's walked 4 coming into this one. And the first pitch to Riley Doyle is a little bit outside. Doyle comes in as the leader in the hitting department for Collinsville, batting .393, slugging .679. 5 runs batted in on a couple of home runs as she looks at one in the dirt. And a .452 on-base percentage for the Kahawk catcher. One of their senior leaders, Riley Doyle.
To take off some kind of necklace, and now I heard the Granite City coach. They walked down there a minute ago. Jewelry, get your jewelry off.
Get your jewelry off. Turner's ready. Pitch, swing, and a little pop fly. That one's going to be a little trouble, though. It's going to fall, and it does. Despite the effort there of Becky Patrick at shortstop, she ran a long way and actually got a glove on it, but it did fall in fair territory about 3 feet inside that third base line. And Riley Doyle has Collinsville's first hit of the afternoon.
Number 5, Lexi Rafalowski.
Nothing else. We know the shortstop can cover a lot of room. She made that catch in front of the second baseman and then got to that ball as it was nearly at the foul line.
Here comes the hot bat of the week right here, Brianna Wellen. Back-to-back home runs in as many games. And she looks at the first pitch high and outside. Lexi Rafalowski is the courtesy runner for Riley Doyle at first base. And Wellen looks down to Coach Schmittling in the third base box, gets her signs. She's ready to go. So's Turner. Here's the pitch. Throw down to second base, and the ball comes out of the glove of Patrick. And safe at second base is Rafalowski.
Shortstop just didn't quite see the ball into the glove, was ready to make the tag.
Next pitch to Wellen. Strike on the outside corner. And Turner's ready with another. Here it is. Swinging a chopper down to the third baseline off of the chest of Donahue down there, and everybody's safe. She got in front of the ball and kept it in front of her, but it took a big old bounce off of her, and that allowed Rafalowski to move over to second base, or third base, excuse me. And Bree Wellen reaches on the infield base hit. Here is Briley Anderton. Runners on first and third. 2 away. Turner's ready. And looks at one on that outside corner. So far, Turner likes to nibble those corners. Anderton on the year, batting .321 with 8 runs batted in and a home run. Here's the next pitch, and a bouncing ball up the middle. It's going to get through, and Collinsville is on the board as Rafalowski comes in and scores from third base, and the Kahawks lead 1-0 on an RBI single by Briley Anderton.
Well, the first 2 go down, but the Kahawks string together some hits and are on the board here to start this game. First inning.
2 outs now, runners on first and second. Here is Amber Gassman. Gassman, the center fielder, awaits the first from Turner. It's a little high, and everybody stays put. Gassman on the year, batting .250, looking for her first RBI of the year. A well-placed base hit would take care of that. This one's outside, and it's called a strike again. Living large on that outside corner. Turner, ready with another. Here it is, swing and a miss. And in a 1-2 hole is Amber Gassman. Anderson's on at first. Wellen's on at second. 1 run already home here in the bottom of the first. And the next pitch to Gassman. Swinging a foul ball. She stays alive.
Swung through the one before that, then now makes some contact. Look to come back and drive here.
Gassman has 7 hits on the year. 6 of them singles, 1 double. A double right now would give her first RBI. Swinging, there's a shot that's going to go to the second baseman. And Hernandez is up with it and over to the other Donahue at first base. And that is the way the inning comes to a close, but not before Collinsville strings together 3 base hits with 2 outs. And after 1 inning of play, the Collinsville Kahawks are leading the Granite City Warriors by a score of 1.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Are the lights on your dashboard putting on a show? Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook. Jasmine Turner, the Granite City pitcher, will lead things off here in the top of the second inning. Collinsville scoring a run in the bottom of the first, and the Kahawks lead 1-0. Jasmine Turner comes in batting .286. Here's a pitch, and that's a strike. Turner, as I mentioned, has the other 2 RBIs. Only 3 runs scored this year for Granite City. Turner has 2 of them, and Brooke Donahue has the other. Butcher's ready. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Took a little off of it, and that totally fooled Turner. She was expecting the fastball and got the changeup. Butcher is ready with the next. Here it is. Swinging a pop fly, but foul. Out of play. Into the batting cages. This is the only game out here right now. Everything else got canceled on all the other fields, even the youth teams. The JV Kahawks will take the field here after this game because their field is too flooded or too wet. Butcher is ready with another, and here it is. Swinging a slow roller right into the glove of R.J. Simpson, and Turner is out after Simpson touches first base. 1 away.
Coming to bat for the Warriors, the right fielder, number 12, Maddie Lyman.
Maddie Lineman will come to the plate now. Left-handed batter here for Granite City. And Butcher is ready with the first pitch to her, and it's outside, ball 1. Maddie Lineman batting 100 on the year. Couple of walks to her credit as well. 1 base hit. She is a southpaw, and here's the pitch, and that one's a little low, and it's 2-0 to Maddie Lineman. Hernandez waits on deck. Butcher's ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Look at that. She has a nice ribbon sticking out of the back of her helmet with her number on it. Butcher pitches, and squaring around to bunt was Lineman, and she takes another strike, and that excuse me, evens the count at 2-2. From 2-0 to 2-2. Butcher, and she's ready with the next one. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Lineman, 2 away. Second strikeout on the afternoon for Butcher.
The second baseman, number 1, Ebony Hernandez.
And here is Ebony Hernandez. Hernandez looking for her first base hit. She's been hit by a pitch. She's walked a couple of times, and the other 10 at-bats have produced no hits. Looking for her first one and tried the bunt, and it's a foul ball back here. If there wouldn't have been a screen and a window in front of me, that was coming right to me. Cardinals won today in extra innings, 4-3. So that's good after last night's loss. Butcher's ready with another. Here it is, and another bunt attempt that's fouled straight back. And what a big win by the Blues last night. Holy cow. 23 seconds left, down 2-0 once, and down 3-1 once, and came back and tied it and scored the goal. Robert Thomas with 23 seconds left. And the same team's at it tonight, too. Hernandez, she's in a hole. Here's the pitch. And she stays alive. Barely. Got that pad out there and just got a piece of that ball. Still 0-2 to Ivani Hernandez. Butcher is ready. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Hernandez. Back-to-back strikeouts for Kendra Butcher. And Granite City goes 1-2-3 here in this second inning. Bottom of the second coming your way in just a moment. Collinsville coming back up to the plate. And we'll tell you all about it after a brief timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? Oh, yeah, it's hot. Totally hot. That didn't work at all, did it? Oh, well. Well, that didn't work at all. We'll rectify the situation here in just a moment. I just got to switch out a couple of wires. We're going to lose the good view, though, as we're underway here in the bottom of the second. And the first batter is Katie Bardwell, the freshman. Bardwell comes in batting .333, 6 runs batted in. She has a home run, and she had a nice bases-clearing double in that 7th inning against Mater Dei the other night. But too bad Collinsville gave up 6 runs in the top of that 7th inning, or else they would have came back and won that game because they were down by 5 before they gave up the 6.
Pressed into duty after Simpson went out sick.
Yeah.
And to put together some good at-bats in some other games, too.
Well, let's see. How long did that last? That lasted about 45 minutes.
Well, we tried.
I did, yeah, I did. Popped up on the infield. Second baseman Hernandez calls for it and has it, 1 out.
Got under that one a bit.
The left fielder, number 7, Jerica Asbad.
There is Jerica Asbeck. And Jerica comes in batting .263, 5 runs batted in. And base hit right over second base. It was shallow, barely hit the outfield grass, but whatever works, works. 4th base hit of the afternoon for Collinsville, and that will bring up the number 9 batter in the order, Mackenzie Young.
Number 26, Mackenzie
Asbeck didn't quite get all of that one, but popped it up enough out there in the no man's land at the edge of the grass.
We have a picture. Just had to do a couple of wires, that's all. And I'm also going to have to adjust the 2-second delay that I had on my voice because of the go. That is finished. And we're going to have to move this out of the way again. And the next pitch is high.
Started off good and tailed high.
Get those things
Good
out
job
of the way.
laying off of it.
Bottom of the second, 1 out. Runner on at first base, and the pitch to Young is a called strike. So, looks like my about $500 venture into the GoPro system is going to be a failed experiment. A walk to Mackenzie Young. First walk issued
back to the top of the order for the Kahawks, the first baseman
by Turner.
R.J.
And
Simpson.
back to the top of the order we go, and R.J. Simpson. R.J. popped up to the shortstop, Becca Patrick. And Becca was over where Hernandez is at second base. R.J. looks at one right down the middle. Runners on first and second. 1 out. R.J. from the left side awaits the next from Turner. Here it is, swinging a foul ball straight back to the screen. Well, that's a real shame. Good thing I bought it, last March. I bought it, I ordered it, I think, at the end of February, and I got it at the beginning of March, ready to go for baseball and softball season, and the pandemic hit, and I never got a chance to use it.
So it's not even in this. You didn't even have it in the sun. So
No, it was covered up.
what makes it so hot?
They say that the inner workings of the camera itself runs hot. Excuse me. Simpson looking for something to drive, and she pops one up. It's in the outfield. Center fielder Huskamp is underneath it, and she has it for out number 2. Everyone stays put. And it's going to be up to Kendra Butcher to keep this inning going.
The pitcher, number 35.
Solid contact, just way under it.
Yeah, she puts up some good swings, that's for sure. Butcher, she would like to drive a couple of runs home and help herself out there in the pitcher's circle as she looks at one outside. A called strike 1. Runners on at first and second. Mackenzie Young is on at first. Jerica Asbeck is on at second. 2 away in the bottom of the second. 1-0 in favor of Collinsville. And swinging a foul out of play from Butcher. And she is in an 0-2 hole. Butcher digs back in from the left side. And the pitch is a little high. Coach Jessica Schmitling going with back-to-back lefties in the lineup to start things off.
Yeah, switch them 2 out. Butcher had been batting leadoff.
Swing and a miss, and Butcher is, man, that's it. I'm like, where's everybody going?
It's the third out.
It's a third out. Everybody was standing around waiting for something to happen, and Butcher has struck out in back-to-back plate appearances, and that does end the bottom of the second inning. But Collinsville, they still have a 1-0 lead as we head to the top of the third, and we'll tell you all about that top of the third in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network. Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Wood's Basement
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Todd Duke, Chris Keller back with you from the Collinsville Sports Complex. Kahawks lead by a score of 1-0 as we head to the top of the third inning. Granite City, their turn to bat. Butcher, she goes back out and almost hit Krista Davis. Davis and Mallory Donahue, and then back to the top of the order and Becky Patrick. And for Krista Davis, she is looking for her first base hit of the year as well. A couple of those left on the Granite City team. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Well, I got through 2 innings this time. Still 1-0. Granite City leading over at Granite City against Collinsville in the world of baseball. So same score here in softball, only Collinsville leads. And the Kahawk baseball team went into today's contest at Granite City looking for their first win. They are 0-10. Butcher is ready to go, and so is Krista Davis. Pitch outside. Davis almost offered at it. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the Granite City left fielder. So I guess I'm going to have to put my GoPro up for sale. I don't need it. It's a good thing it was over a year ago that I spent the money on it, because I'm not that mad about it right now as I would have been if I would have bought it last March and went through this. It is what it is.
Maybe try that fan. I don't know. Might waste money on a fan.
Yeah. Strike 3 called on the outside corner to Kristen Davis. And that's the first out of the inning.
29, Mallory
And it is the 4th strikeout of the afternoon for Kendra Butcher, and here comes Mallory Donahue. Mallory on the year, also looking for her first hit. Pitch. Swing and a miss, and Butcher took a lot off of that one, and Donahue was looking fastball the whole entire way because she swung at that pitch about when it was halfway on its way.
About 8 feet in front of the box. Started swinging.
There's a fastball that's in there for a strike, and quickly Butcher is ahead in the count to the batter, 0-2. Becky Patrick, the leadoff batter for Granite City, in the on-deck circle. 1-0 in favor of Collinsville, top of the 3rd. Next pitch from Butcher on the way. Swing and a miss, and back-to-back strikeouts. That's 4 strikeouts in a row now for Kendra Butcher after she retired the last 2 batters of the last inning via the strikeout.
5 out of 6. She's cruising now.
The order for the Warriors, the shortstop, number 19, Becky Patrick.
And Becky Patrick comes back in. She grounded out to Kendra Butcher in her first at bat to get this game going. And Butcher's pitch, swing and a miss, took a little off again. She's really fooling these Granite City hitters with that off-speed pitch.
They're anxious in their shoes. They're ready to drive something, get something going for their team. And
bunt, and Butcher will glove it, and over to first base with Mackenzie Young covering, and Butcher throws it wide. So Becky Patrick reaches on the error by Kendra Butcher and then goes down to second. And that becomes our first error of the game.
the way to get something going for Granite, make Collinsville make a play.
Yeah.
Doesn't work out, you got a runner here on scoring position, and one swing could tie it up.
And there is one swing, but that one's out of play. 2, Kayla Huskamp. Kayla flew out to Amber Gassman in center field her first time up. Amber barely had to take a step forward. Went right to her. So a runner on at second and 2 away. Butcher's ready with another pitch, and here it is. Swinging a pop fly. This one is being called for by Anderton from shortstop and all the way over on the third base line. She makes the catch, and that is the way that the third inning starts. And we'll see it continuing next as Collinsville will come to the plate in the bottom half of the third inning right after we have this brief timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network. First National Bank of Waterloo, celebrating over 100 years of banking. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo, now with locations in Collinsville and Maryville, for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo at 345-1121, or visit them with their new locations in Collinsville and Maryville, or online at fnbwaterloo.com. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com, or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Riley Doyle hits the first pitch and hits it all the way to the fence, and Riley is going to be at third base with a stand-up lead-off triple here to begin the bottom half of the third inning for Collinsville.
First pitch, she's all over it. Drove it well into that right center field gap. We'll see how these Cahoks start piecing together these at-bats against this pitcher second time around through the lineup.
Rafalowski will take over at third base and run for the catcher, Riley Doyle. And here is Brianna Wellen. Looks at one right down the middle for a called strike. Brianna singled her first time up. She was stranded at second base. Collinsville managed to get that one run across in the first on an RBI double by Riley Anderton, and Anderton waits in the on-deck circle. But right now, Brianna Wellen has an RBI opportunity with Rafalowski just 60 feet away. Jasmine Turner back in the pitcher circle. She's ready to go. Wellen swinging a little one-hopper to the shortstop. She'll throw home, and it's a little high. They got Rafalowski caught in a rundown, and they'll throw it away. And all the way down to second base is Brianna Wellen. She reaches on the fielder's choice, and they just couldn't complete the rundown. They ran it all the way back, and Riley Hayes threw the ball to Brooke Donahue over there at third base, but it just tipped off the end of her glove and over to shortstop where Patrick picked it up, but by then everybody was already on a bag.
Catcher played it right to look her all the way back to the bag.
Oh, yeah.
Rafalowski might have, throwing it up being high, Rafalowski might have been able to slide in under that.
Yeah, I think seeing that ball come in so quick kind of scared her, and she put on the brakes and headed back the other way. So, runners on second and third for Briley Anderton. Anderton, knocked in the first run of this game with an RBI single. And she has a chance to plate a couple of more here with a well-placed base hit. And the next pitch to Anderton. Swinging a high fly ball. That's going to get at least one run home. On the move is the right fielder. That is Manny Lineman. She has it. She makes the catch, and tagging from third is Rafalowski with the second run of the day for Collinsville. Wellen stays at second base. And Briley Anderton has an RBI sacrifice fly to make it 2-0 in favor of Collinsville.
She got that scoreboard on.
Well, somebody got it on, huh?
Beth Ann did.
And a bunt by Gassman. It's a good one, and the ball's thrown away, and Wellen is going to come all the way around and score on the first error of the game by Granite City. And Amber Gassman is on at second base. So each pitcher has committed an error in this game now.
Right fielder,
that one
Katie Bardwell.
Costs Granite City a run. Here is Katie Bardwell. So 3-0 now in favor of Collinsville. 2 runs home here in this inning. And here is Katie Bardwell, who popped it up to the second baseman Hernandez, her first time up. And another bunt right in front of home plate. Turner is up with it. She throws, and this time she does get the out. And that is out number 2, as Amber Gassman has made it over to third base for Jerica Asbeck. Asbeck singled her last time up, but she was stranded in the second inning. And the first pitch, a little high.
Yeah, I was going for the small ball, trying to make Granite City make a play with the bunts.
2 away.
2 away here in the third.
Asbeck waits the next pitch. Here it is. And a snap throw down to third. That one hit Gassman as she was diving back in, and if it wouldn't have, it would have went all the way down the third baseline.
Throw stayed way on the foul territory side. Third baseman didn't have a chance to get it.
Turner's ready with the next pitch. Here it is. It's low. Nice job by the catcher, Hayes, to keep that one from going back to the screen. Asbeck ready. So's Turner. Here's the pitch. Strike called. Right across the letters. The letters that say CHS across the fronts of these jerseys here for the Lady Kahawks today.
Going with the all-white today.
And pop foul out of play. Two outs, runner at third base. Collinsville winning right now 3-0, leading 3-0. Here's the next pitch, and this one's high, and that's a walk. Runners on the corners. Second walk issued by Turner.
The second baseman, number 26, Mackenzie Young.
And here is Mackenzie Young, who received a walk her first time up.
See her get on, drive in this run, turn the inning back to the top of the order.
Swinging a foul ball over the Granite City dugout. That was a little bit of a late swing there by Young.
This time, next time around here, she'll see it a little sooner, be able to come in and drive it.
Turner's ready with another pitch. Swinging another late swing.
That one was cutting in on her.
Oh, and 2. Jayhawks baseball leading 2-1 in the top of the third. The Collinsville Jayhawks are. Here it's 3-0. Collinsville with the lead.
Baseball team searching for their first win still.
They are. Young fouls another one. Into the on-deck circle. R.J. Simpson tried to one-hand it. Almost got it on the hop. And Mackenzie Young staying alive.
She's fouled a few off already. See if she can catch up to one now.
This one's outside. 2-2 the count. Amber Gassman over at third. Jerica Asbeck over at first. 2 runs home here in this inning to go along with the one in the first. Collinsville leads 3-0. Next pitch, swinging a shot right past third base and into the outfield. And 1 run is going to come in to score. Stopping at second base is Asbeck. And Amber Gassman comes in to score on an RBI base hit by Mackenzie Young.
She was a little late on some of them first pitches. That time she might have been a little too much out in front, but she was able to drive it through, get the RBI. 4-0 Jayhawks.
4-0. Runners on first and second. Here is R.J. Simpson, and Simpson so far 0 for 2 on the afternoon. She would like to get in on the fun.
We've seen some of the other teams have some big 2-out innings against the Jayhawks. Let's see what the Jayhawks can do here and make this a big inning with the top of the order now back up.
Next pitch is inside. Turner ready with another one for Simpson. Here it is. And hit her in the helmet. Bases loaded. Well, that's a way to get on base. She does.
That's what we said earlier. She's
6 times she's been hit by a pitch this year. And we're going to have a timeout called as the coach for Granite City, Tim Wilson, wants to go out to the pitcher's circle and talk things over with Jasmine Turner and the rest of his group. And we will go ahead and take a little bit of a timeout as well. We're back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. Each ingredient chosen carefully, every blend crafted masterfully. Nurturing your passion, nourishing your purpose. So you can be your best.
Well, we'll have a redo on that Smoothie King commercial, since we got back to action kind of quick. Kendra Butcher up to the plate now, and she is the 9th batter to bat here in this inning. Butcher has struck out both times she's been to the plate. Runners at first and second, bases loaded, and 2 away, and Butcher fouls one out of play. Simpson's on at first base. Young is on at second base. Asbeck is on at third. 3 runs home here in this inning. Here's the next pitch to Butcher, who can really help herself out here. She's ahead in the count is Butcher, 2-1. Turner ready with the next. Here it is. It's high, 3-1.
You'll see if a little more patient and bat for Butcher helps her out after striking out the first 2.
Well, she's ahead in the count, 3-1 this time. I wouldn't even swing the bat if I was her. If you're going to go ahead and walk in a run, go ahead and walk in a run. Here's the pitch. High, ball 4. She did exactly that. So Butcher gets the easiest RBI that there is to give in the world. And another run home here for Collinsville.
Emma Hilton is the courtesy runner.
Emma Hilton, the courtesy runner for Butcher.
Now batting for the Jayhawks, the catcher, number 23.
Doyle saw one pitch and drove it into that right center gap for a triple that got this inning started.
A triple and a single, and 2 runs scored this afternoon for Riley Doyle. Bases are full of Kahok. She could really do some damage here. Here's the pitch. Strike called on the outside corner. Turner ready with another. Here it is. Swinging a shot down the third base line, but foul. Boy, she straightens that one out, and that one's probably going to clear the bases. It'll rattle down there in the corner for a little while. Turner ready with another, and here it is. Swinging a foul straight back to the screen. Four runs have come across in this inning, only 2 hits. We've had an error and a walk. Sacrifice fly. Doyle swings and sends another one into foul territory. Taking a while to get that ball back in. Jasmine Turner back in the circle. She's ready, and here comes another pitch to Riley Doyle. It's in the dirt, bounces before the chalk line in front of home plate. 2 outs in the inning. Bases are still loaded. Collinsville leads 5-0. Bottom of the third. Here's the pitch. Swinging a pop fly. That one's going to be on the infield. Hernandez calls for it right behind the pitcher's circle, and she takes it for the third out of the inning. And the inning does come to a close, but not before 5 runs come across the plate on just a couple of base hits and an error. 3 runners left on base. And we head now to the top of the 4th inning, and Collinsville in early control of this one as the Kahawks lead by a score of 5-0. Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975. Back here at the Collinsville Sports Complex, Todd Duke and Chris Kettler along with you. Here it is 5-0 in favor of the Kahawks, and at Granite City, the baseball team is playing, and they are going to the 4th inning with the Kahawks leading by a score of 2-1. Be nice for both teams to get a win here today. How about that?
Top of the 4th inning for the Warriors. The third baseman.
The Kahawks got 4 there in the bottom of the 3rd. Left the bases loaded. Unfortunately, that's something they've done a lot throughout the year, but got a good lead here going into the 4th.
Middle of the order coming up in the 4th inning for Granite City. It'll be Brooke Donahue, Riley Hayes, and Jasmine Turner against Kendra Butcher. Donahue singled her first time up, and then Hayes struck out to end the inning, leaving her there. And a pitch low and outside. Ball 1. Butcher's ready with the next. Same spot, same result. It's turned out to be a pretty nice day. Pitch. Strike called on the inside corner. Donahue barely swiveled her hips there to get out of the way of that one. She probably thought it was a ball. Umpire at home plate has given both corners, inside and out. Next pitch on the way. Swinging a pop fly. On the infield, Butcher calls for it, and she will take it right there at the first baseline. About 10 feet away from Riley Doyle.
The catcher, number 30.
Called for it a bit reluctantly.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure if she should take charge on that, but works out fine for the Kahawks.
There brings up Riley Hayes, who, as I mentioned, struck out to end the first inning in her only plate appearance thus far. Butcher delivers, swinging a foul ball straight back to the screen. That was a good rip. Nothing on the schedule for you tomorrow. We have doubleheader baseball action coming up from Fletcher Field on Saturday. 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. are the game times. Alton Marquette provides the opposition. Here's the next pitch from Butcher, swinging another foul pretty much in the same spot.
Should be a great weekend. Shouldn't have to worry about rain for that one.
Nope. Alton Marquette's only won 2 games, but they're playing tonight against Jabot, and they play tomorrow at Edwardsville. So good luck there. Their only 2 wins so far has been against East Alton Wood River, a mecca of baseball. Strike called on the outside corner. This time, Hayes gets caught looking. First time she swung at the 3rd strike. 6th strikeout of the afternoon for Kendra Butcher. And there are 2 away for the opposing pitcher, Jasmine Turner. And Jasmine, she popped up, grounded out to Riley Simpson at first base, unassisted. High. Ball 1. Butcher and Collinsville had a 1-2-3 inning on the defense back in the 2nd, trying to do it for just the 2nd time here in this game. As Butcher pitches next, and that one's on the inside corner, another called strike. Butcher trying to get out of this inning quickly. Here we go. Ball. That was close. Kendra Butcher in the circle, pitches again, and swinging a foul ball down the 3rd base side. Man, I thought that was a really good idea to purchase a GoPro camera and have that big wide angle. It was a good idea.
It's a great view. Just
doesn't work. Not for long enough, anyway. Butcher delivers another, and this one's high. 3-2 the count, full count to Brooke Donahue, 3rd baseman for Granite City.
Don't want to lose her hair. Get this one.
Yeah, sure did. First walk issued this afternoon by Kendra Butcher, and it prevents a 1-2-3 inning and keeps the inning alive for Maddie Lineman. Lineman, strikeout victim her first time up. And they're going to have a courtesy runner. Haley Ambrose will come in and run for Riley Hayes. And from the left side, Lineman digs in. Butcher ready. Strike called. Too bad that wasn't the last pitch. Would have been out of this inning. And Butcher delivers the next. And that one's on the inside corner. Snap throw down to first base. And Ambrose, the courtesy runner, back in safely. Kylie Reynolds is down in the Kahawks bullpen warming up. Not sure if she's just trying to stay loose or if they're talking about a pitching change here. That one's just a little bit outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Maddie Lineman. Runner on at first base. 2 away. Pitch. Swinging a base hit right over the shortstop's head. On her way to 3rd base is going to be Ambrose. The throw is not going to be in time, and down to 2nd base on the throw goes Lineman. Only the 2nd base hit on the afternoon here for Granite City.
Not much on the swing there, just poked it over.
Yeah.
Stuck the bat out there and ended up poking it over Anderton's head.
Yeah, sometimes that's all it takes. Simple little swing, make contact, see what happens. Anderton has rocks in her shoes.
Ain't gonna do too much.
So runners at 1st and 2nd with 2 outs now. Or excuse me, 2nd and 3rd. Well, Anderton's ready to go. And Ivani Hernandez, a strikeout victim her first time up, steps in from the right side with runners in scoring position. Chance for Granite City to get on the board here. Pitch by Butcher, swing and a miss. Kylie Reynolds has finished warming up down in the Kahok bullpen. she is not batting. She is playing right field in this game. And the next to Hernandez, misses, 1-1.
Well, clearly not currently, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. What happened to that? Nobody told me. Who's out in right field? Normally I get told these things. Swing and a miss.
Bardwell's out there.
Okay.
They just flipped that. I'm saying she can't be out there in right field currently.
Yeah, that didn't make much sense, and I didn't even realize it until you said something. I'm like, what is that gibberish coming out of Todd's mouth? Outside. Kandra's lost her strike zone here. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. Butcher trying to get out of this inning with no runs across. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And Hernandez is down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. And for Kandra Butcher, that is her 7th strikeout on the afternoon. And they do indeed leave Granite City off of the scoreboard. But the inning had a hit and a walk, and 2 runners were left on base. We head now to the bottom of the 4th inning, and Collinsville still leads this one by a score of 5-0.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Back here at the Collinsville Sports Complex, Todd Duke, Chris Kettler along with you. Glad that you're with us here on what's turned out to be a beautiful Thursday afternoon. Didn't start off that way, that is for sure. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning, 5-0 in favor of Collinsville, as Brianna Wellen will lead things off here, middle of the order for Collinsville. Wellen, Anderton, and Gassman. If anyone can get on, Katie Bardwell will have a chance to bat. So my GoPro doesn't work, your scoreboard doesn't work. What's going on here?
Only good as the equipment we got, I guess. Scoreboard don't work out here at the stadium.
See, this was my my plan here, but I think maybe I got too much stuff on top of the ice.
29 Mallory Donahue in the pitch for the Warriors.
I don't know.
And leading off the bottom of the 4th inning for the Kahawks, the third baseman, number 27, Bree Wellen.
I'm sorry, who's pitching?
Mallory Donahue.
Mallory Donahue comes in to pitch for Jasmine Turner. And Brianna Wellen is the first pitcher, or the first batter that Donahue will face.
So they got a new first baseman.
That is Heidi Shipkowski.
Previous pitcher is at short. Turner.
And Donahue ready with another, swinging a foul ball off the bat of Wellen. And I guess that means Becky Patrick's out of the game. That'd be my guess. Wellen awaits the next from Donahue, and it's inside. Had a little movement on there, that pitch did. Kind of fooled Wellen. She looked like she wanted to offer at it and then took it back.
Is she a pitcher they used yet this year?
I'm going to check that out here in a minute. Next pitch on the way to Wellen, swinging a shot down the third base line, but foul. That was barely foul. Started off in fair territory and then had that little hook on it, and it ended up landing just about 5 inches foul down the third base line. Mallory has had 20 innings pitched so far this year. She started 4 games. She's pitched in 5, given up 37 hits and 26 runs. She has an 8.129 earned run average. And the third baseman grounds that ball pretty cleanly off the bat of Wellen. That was Brooke Donahue. And she throws over to Shipkowski at first base, and there's one out. Here is Briley Anderton. Anderton singled in the first run of this game and then was left stranded, and she also accounted for another RBI on a sacrifice fly in her last at bat. And the first pitch, strike called.
Somehow this thing just came on.
It just came on. It just does what it wants to, doesn't it? So your scoreboard comes on when it wants to, and my GoPro turns off when it wants to. We're all about the technical savvy up here, aren't we? Foul ball on that one. And remaining at the plate is Briley Anderton.
Scoreboard came to life. We'll see how long it lasts.
Bottom of the fourth, one out, no one on. Collinsville leads 5-0. Next pitch from Donahue to Anderton is on the way. It's high and outside. 1-1, or 1-2, excuse me. Probably underground is your loose connection. Have to dig up the whole thing. High fly ball out to left field. Krista Davis is underneath it, and she has it for out number 2.
Nope, it's gone.
Huh? Oh.
Sorry, the wrong thing. I mean, it's done.
I'm like, I just saw her catch that ball. Don't even tell me we went over the fence.
I mean, it's done on the scoreboard.
2 outs in the inning, and here is Amber Gassman. Amber reached on an error and scored in the third and grounded out in the first. And the first pitch to Anderton, swinging a pop fly. That's in no man's land. That's going to drop in for a hit. Little Texas League blooper drops into right field, and Gassman is on for the second inning in a row. And for Collinsville, their 7th base hit of the afternoon. And that brings up Katie Bardwell. Bardwell 0 for 2 so far with a pop-up and a ground out. She has a runner over at first base. Donahue's ready to pitch. Here it is, and it's high. No scoreboard today, kids. Next pitch on the way. Outside again.
Not from lack of trying.
No, that's for sure. Can't fault the effort. Donahue's ready with another one. Here it is. And again, high and outside. 3 pitches outside of the strike zone on the same side of the plate. To Katie Bardwell with Jerica Asbeck waiting on deck. Next one on the way, and that one's inside, but it hits the corner, and it's a called strike. Gassman over at first. Bardwell, the freshman, at the plate. And the 3-1. Swinging a foul ball at ball 4. That was up in her eyes. And that one gets out of play. So full count here for Katie Bardwell, which means that Gassman will be off and running on the pitch. Donahue's ready. Here it is. High. She walked her. Runners on at first and second for Jerica Asbeck.
The left fielder, number 7, Jerica Asbeck.
First walk for Donahue. Turner walked 2 while she was out there. 3 innings pitched, 5 runs, 6 hits. That was all against Turner. Runners on at first and second here. 2 away. And Asbeck has singled and walked and scored in this game. Next pitch to her. Swinging a little cue ball right to the first baseman, Shipkowski, and she just steps on the bag, a unassisted putout. And that is the way that the inning comes to a close here in the bottom of the 4th for Collinsville. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 runners left on base. And after 4 innings, we head to the top of the 5th inning, and your Collinsville Kahawks still lead the Granite City Lady Warriors by a score of 5-0.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice. Back here at the Collinsville Sports Complex, Todd Deuce, Chris Kettler along with you. Kylie Reynolds in the pitching circle now as Kendra Butcher's day in the circle is over, but Kendra will stay in the game and play the field.
Okay, 39 for 22.
Gotcha. So, Shipkowski is going to come in to pinch hit. And let's see, what do we have? Butcher went to right field.
She did.
And I guess that means Bardwell is no longer playing the field, but still batting. So that's the only changes that we have for you. Here is Shipkowski, her first at bat. She swings and hits a high fly ball out of play and runs all the way to first base. That ball was way out of play. Shipkowski on the year, looking for her first base hit as well. She has had 10 plate appearances, and that's probably why she ran down to first base. She's just going down to unfamiliar territory. She has not received a walk, or she's not been hit by a pitch or anything this year. So looking to get down to first base somehow. Reynolds pitches. That one stays low. 1-1. Heidi Shipkowski. Next pitch to her. Swinging a one bouncer into the glove of Brianna Wellen. She throws while she's on the run, and there's a one away.
Great job off the hop there, gloving it. Clean throw over to first. Good defense by the Kahawks.
That'll bring up Mallory Donahue. She's now the new pitcher after starting the game at first base, and Mallory struck out in her only plate appearance in the third inning. Reynolds brings it inside and low. Ball one. Still messing with that thing, aren't you? Didn't leave it. The game's almost over, man. Forget about it.
We've got more games coming up. So
I know. JV team's playing here right after this game because their field was too wet after the rains last night.
They tried, and
yeah,
we're holding up until about 3:15 to try to get that field ready.
Pitch and a little blooper. That's going to be a tough one on the run, and a nice catch out in center field by Amber Gassman. And she got that one into the webbing of her glove at the last possible moment.
Had to lay all out for that one there. Dive to her right.
Top of the order for the Warriors and the shortstop, number 19.
And back to the top of the order for Granite City and Becky Patrick. Patrick has reached on an error and grounded out in this game. Pitch from Reynolds, strike called. Five nothing. Collinsville leading, top of the fifth. They're in the fifth inning over at Granite City as well, and the Kahawks had the bases loaded in the bottom of the fourth inning, but couldn't get any runs across, and it stays 2-1. Collinsville in the lead in that game thus far. Next pitch on the way to Patrick, and that one's foul down the third base side. Cardinals won today, 4-3 in extra innings. Matt Carpenter with a 3-run home run in that one. Not sure how they scored the winning run in the 10th. I was trying to look it up before I came up here to get ready for my job, but I couldn't find it. 0-2 now the count to Becky Patrick, one pitch away from getting out of this. And swinging a foul ball. Trying for another 1-2-3 inning. We've only had one of those, and that was in the second.
Just barely got a piece of it staying alive. One run in the 10th.
Reynolds is ready in the pitcher's circle.
Patrick is ready in the batter's box, and here it comes, swing and a miss, and down on strikes goes Patrick, and another 1-2-3 inning indeed in the books here for Collinsville on the defensive side of things. We head to the bottom of the fifth, moving right along here, and your Collinsville Lady Kahawks lead by a score of 5-0, and we'll be back to tell you about their half of the fifth inning in just a moment here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Back here at the Collinsville Sports Complex, Todd Duke, Chris Kettler along with you. Lexi Rafalowski is going to lead things off here and bat for Mackenzie Young. And Lexi on the year looking for her first hit. She will face Mallory Donahue as Collinsville leads 5-0 here in the bottom of the fifth. Wild pitch, we found out, is what scored the winning run for the Cardinals this afternoon. Rafalowski trying to find some way to get on and get that first hit, so she tried that running bunt and went through it 0-1.
Blues play tonight, right?
Yes, they do. 7 o'clock.
There you go.
After a big win last night. Huge win. That one stays a little high to Rafalowski. Lexi in from the left side. Back to the top of the order. R.J. Simpson waits on deck. Give it up. Just give it up. That one's a little low. 2-1 the count. Rafalowski, the southpaw, awaits the next from Donahue. Here it is. That's outside. Now 3-1. Donahue's ready with another. Here it is. Swinging a shot down the first base line, trying to barehand it down there was Shipolowski all the way up against the fence, and Rafalowski is going to be standing up at third base with a leadoff triple. That's the way to get your first hit.
First baseman took her initial steps to her left, more towards the bag, and then it's like, oh no, it went the other way. Tried to barehand it, then it rolled all the way to the wall. Leadoff triple.
Leadoff triple indeed, and R.J. Simpson with an RBI opportunity here. R.J. so far 0 for 2. How'd she get on base in the third? I forgot to write it down.
Hit by pitch.
Hit by pitch.
Right
Okay, that's right.
Right in the noggin.
I never circled it. That
was the one right in the noggin.
Good thing she wears a helmet. Next pitch to Simpson. That's the outside corner. Throw down to third base. Rafalowski's back there in plenty of time. And R.J. digs back in from the left side. Pitch high. So, Donahue, with the leadoff batter being Rafalowski and the next batter being Simpson, the on-deck batter being Butcher, will face 3 straight left-handed hitters here. And the pitch to Simpson. Stays a little, ooh, that was a late called strike. I was just getting ready to say it stays a little high, and then the umpire throws his hand up there. Simpson digs back in. Donahue's ready. Here's the pitch. Swinging a high fly ball. This one is going to be out of play. And we'll do it all over again. Just a long strike. Simpson's back in the batter's box. Donahue's ready to go. Here's the pitch. Swinging another high fly ball. This one's going to stay in the park, and the right fielder calls for it, and coming over to make the catch was Maddie Lineman, and tagging up from third base is Alexia Rafalowski. And R.J. Simpson has herself a sacrifice RBI fly, and Collinsville leads by a score now of 6-0.
Simpson can drive the ball well. She's done that a couple other at-bats here today, and good to see her drive in the run on the sac fly.
And that'll bring up Kendra Butcher from the left side. Butcher has struck out twice and walked once. Two sacrifice flies in this game have given Collinsville a couple of runs. Base is empty, one out, and here's the pitch to Butcher. Stays a little high. 2-0. Riley Doyle waits in the on-deck circle, and that one goes over Butcher's head.
Couple pitches way high.
Next one to Butcher on the way. That one almost hit her. So back-to-back walks for Kendra Butcher after back-to-back strikeouts to start the game. And Collinsville with a runner at first base for Riley Doyle. Riley on the afternoon has a triple, a single, and 2 runs scored. In her last at-bat, she popped up to Ivani Hernandez at second base. And Doyle starts off in an 0-1 hole. Butcher on at first, 1 out. Riley Doyle the batter. Swinging a fly ball out of play, third base side. And Doyle digs back in from the right side. And the right-hander Donahue pitches. Strike 3 called, and that one kind of buckled the knees of Riley Doyle there, and she's down on strikes for the second out of the inning. And here comes Brianna Wellen. Bree on the afternoon has singled. She reached on a fielder's choice, came around to score, and grounded out. Strike call. That was a bit of a high strike. Runner on at first base, 2 outs. Collinsville leads 6-0. Bottom of the 5th. Next pitch to Wellen. Swinging a slow roller to the third baseman. She watches it into her glove. And Donahue throws it over to Shipkowski, and that is the way that the 6th inning comes to a close. Brianna Wellen, back-to-back ground outs to the third baseman here for Granite City. But as I mentioned, 1 run does come across off of a 1 base hit. No errors committed in the inning, and Collinsville leaves another runner on base. They've left runners on base in every inning, has the Kahawks, but no matter. The Collinsville Kahawks lead as we head to the top of the 6th inning, 6-0 in favor of Collinsville, and we'll be back in just a moment here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahawk Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
We have made it to the top of the 6th inning here at the Collinsville Sports Complex, and your Kahawks lead by a score of 6-0. As Kylie Reynolds is back out and ready for another inning of work.
Leading off the top of the 6th inning for Granite City, the center fielder, number 8, Kayla Huskamp.
Kayla Huskamp will lead things off. And Huskamp has popped up twice. Flew out to center field back in the first and popped up on the infield, and Briley Anderton handled it over on the third base side. First pitch in the dirt on the outside. They're in the bottom of the fifth at Granite City, and so far, Kahok baseball team clinging to a 2-1 lead, looking for their first win of the year. Lady Warriors here for the Granite City softball team also looking for their first win, but they are on the wrong side of a 6-0 score as the Lady Kahawks look to snap a 3-game losing streak. Huskamp from the right side. She's ready to go. So is Reynolds. And here's the pitch. Swinging a base hit up the middle. Third base hit of the afternoon for Granite City. First time that the leadoff batter has reached base here for the Warriors.
Third baseman, number 32, Brooke Donahue.
And here is Brooke Donahue. Donahue singled after there were 2 outs in the first. She was stranded, and she popped up to the pitcher back in the fourth. First pitch to her, outside. Reynolds is ready to go with another. And here it is. Strike called on the outside corner. Huskamp over at first. No one out here in the beginning of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Chris Kettler has left the building, folks. He has to go over and get ready for the girls' soccer game. They're playing Edwardsville. Swing and a miss, and down on strikes goes Brooke Donahue for the first out.
The catcher, number 33, Riley Hayes.
For Kaylee Reynolds, that's her first strikeout. Kendra Butcher had 7 while she was in there. And here is Riley Hayes, who was struck out twice by Butcher. Once swinging, once looking. Pitch in the dirt. Nice job by Riley Doyle to stop it. And she throws down to second and in safely is going to be Huskamp. She'll go over to second on a wild pitch.
Top of the 6th, 2-1 Kahawks.
So now a runner at second base. And Reynolds is ready with another. And it hits the outside corner for a called strike. Can live out there all day. Take those corner strikes any day. Riley Hayes with a chance to knock in her team's first run. On at second base is Huskamp. Here's the pitch. Swinging a chance for Brianna Wellen. She'll look the runner back, throw over to first base in time. Now Simpson throws over to third base, not in time. And Huskamp is in there at third. After the 5-3 ground out by Hayes, makes it 2 outs.
Now batting for Granite, number 23, Jasmine Turner.
And here is Jasmine Turner, who started this game in the pitcher circle. Now she is playing shortstop. And Turner, 0 for 1 with a walk this afternoon. Outside, ball 1. Two away in the inning. 6-0 in favor of Collinsville. Reynolds trying to keep it right there. Pitch on the way. Just misses the outside corner. And Reynolds ready with the next delivery and a swing and a miss. I believe that Addie Stone is down throwing in the Kahawks bullpen. Got a couple of players down there. Not sure if they're all throwing just to stay loose or what.
JV pitchers warming up.
And a strike called on the outside corner as well. Reynolds is ready with the 2-2. Here it is. It's in the dirt. Full count. Runner at third base, 2 outs. That is Kayla Huskamp. Granite City looking for their first run in the game. It's 60 feet away. And a 3-2 pitch to Jasmine Turner is on the way. Ball 4. First walk given up by Reynolds. Butcher walked 1 while she was out there. And here is Maddie Lineman with runners on the corners. And 2 away. Lineman has struck out and singled in this game. Reynolds is ready to deliver. Here it is. Outside and high. Ball 1. Reynolds steps back into the circle. And pitches. Misses again. Reynolds is having a hard time finding the strike zone here all of a sudden. Canucks are trying to keep it a 6-0 game. Reynolds needs 1 more out to do that. Pitch, swing and a miss. Right down the middle to Maddie Lineman. Hernandez waits on deck. Collinsville wants to make sure she leads off the top of the 7th. Reynolds ready to go. Here it is. Outside, 3-1. Reynolds is ready with another pitch, and here it is. Swing and a miss. 1 more of those, and this inning can come to a close, and Granite City can strand a couple of runners. Another full count pitch. Lost Jasmine Turner on a full count. She's down at first via the walk. Husband's on at third, 2 outs. And here is the 3-2 pitch. Swinging a fly ball. That one's going to be a little bit of trouble. And no, at the last moment, Amber Gassman comes and closes down the territory and makes the catch. And young Amber Gassman has had a very good afternoon out in center field for Collinsville. And that gets the Kahawks out of the inning as we head now to the bottom half of the 6th inning. And Collinsville still leads by a score of 6-0. And we'll be back to tell you about their side in the the bottom of the 6th in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network. Nobody ever, I don't care. Nobody knows it's too far away. Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, your place for online auctioning. Go to ogleauctions.com to check out the week's items up for auction. Ogle Auctions deals in everyday items like board games, t-shirts, clocks, antique items, and more. To collectible items, anyone in the market for, say, a trolley? Or maybe you're into more treasure troves, like vinyl albums, cars, or motorcycles. And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more auctionable items. Ogle Auctions of Collinsville. Auctions every Sunday at 7 p.m. Check them out at www.ogleauctions.com or call Kim or Mike Ogle at 618-218-2117. Riley Anderton will lead things off here in the bottom of the 6th for Collinsville. Kahawks are up 6-0. Anderton has a base hit, a sacrifice fly, 2 RBIs, and a flyout. Strike on the outside portion of the plate to Anderton. And the next delivery is swinging a slow roller to the shortstop. Turner is up with it, and over to Shipkowski at first base, 1 away. Baseball team still playing at Granite City. They're in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 17, Amber Gassman.
2-1. Collinsville still leads in the bottom of the 6th there. We're in the bottom of the 6th here as well. And the two teams trying to hold on to wins here. And a strike called on a half swing there by Amber Gassman. Gassman has grounded out. She's reached on an error, came around to score. And her last at bat in the 5th, she singled and was stranded at second base. Next pitch, swinging a high fly ball. Center fielder Huskamp is underneath it. And on the move, she has it for out number 2. That'll bring up who? Tori Petty. Tori Petty, senior. Does not have any stats that I can find. And she steps in from the right side. And the pitch. Swinging a foul ball back to the screen. Chris Tillman back on the mound for the baseball team in the bottom of the 6th inning. He's the starting pitcher, and he's still out there after 79 pitches. That one just misses. See, now that I don't need my phone to operate my GoPro, I can put that stuff on my phone and see it. When I have the GoPro operating, I can't do anything with my phone because it controls the camera. Next pitch on the way to Petty. Strike called. And Donahue just one pitch away from getting out of this with a quick 1-2-3 inning. And that's a foul, and Petty stays alive. Mallory Donahue ready for next to Petty. Here it is. Swinging a pop fly foul, and no one's going to get there. It lands in the rocks just in front of the bleachers that today holds the Granite City fans. Kahawks trying to snap a 3-game losing streak here. And they're on the right end of a 6-0 score. Next pitch on the way to Petty. Stays high. Lady Kahawks are going to enjoy some time off, I guess. They don't have another game until Tuesday against Belleville West. Next pitch to Petty. Stays high again. Granite City not so fortunate. They have a game tomorrow afternoon as they will play at Alton. Donahue ready with the next. Petty looks at it high and outside and takes the walk. So Petty will trot down to first base, and Jerica Asbeck will see if she can move her on over. Jerica on the afternoon has singled, walked, and scored, and popped up. Looks at one. That's a strike, high and outside. Petty over at first as the pitch is swung on and popped up right on top of the roof. So Asbeck digs back in. Donahue pitches, swinging a pop fly, and on the move is Huskamp, and she gets there for out number 3. And that's the way the inning comes to a close, and Collinsville, all they need to do is come back and get 3 outs here in the top of the 7th inning, and this game will be over. We'll find out about it in just a moment after a brief timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. Each ingredient chosen carefully, every blend crafted masterfully. Nurturing your passion, nourishing your purpose. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game.
or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org.
Back here at the Collinsville Sports Complex, I'm Todd Duke, and we have reached the top of the seventh. Kahok just need 3 outs, and it's the bottom of the order here for Granite City. Ebony Hernandez leads off, and she tries to bunt. She bunts foul. Hernandez has struck out both times up to the plate. Shipkowski will follow her, and then Mallory Donahue. And if anyone can get on, back to the top of the order for Granite City. But we're hoping we don't get that far. Hernandez looking like she wants to try to bunt her way on. This time she takes a strike on the outside without showing the bunt. And she's in a quick 0-2 hole. Reynolds ready with another. Swinging a foul ball. Third base side. Reynolds was ready with another pitch to Hernandez. Ooh. He's been calling that a strike all day. Outside corner. Didn't call it this time. Hernandez staying tough. Reynolds ready with the next. Here it is. Swinging a foul ball back to the screen once again. Reynolds looks in, and her and Doyle are ready. Here it is. Swing and a miss. And down on strikes 3 times this afternoon that Hernandez has struck out. All 3 times swinging as well. And for Reynolds, that's her second strikeout. Kendra Butcher had 7 while she was in there, so 9 strikeouts this afternoon for Collinsville pitching. And here once again is Heidi Shipkowski. She has 1 plate appearance, and she grounded out in that plate appearance. And the Kahawks 2 outs away from breaking that little 3-game losing streak. First one in the dirt to Shipkowski. Mallory, there's a fly ball. Center field, back, and the catch made. 2 outs. Mallory Donahue becomes the last possible batter here for Granite City, and Mallory has an 0-for-2 day so far, a line out and a strikeout. Pitch. High and outside. Ball 1. Baseball team's heading to the 7th, still leading 2-1. Next pitch from Reynolds on the way. Swing and a miss at a ball that hit the front of home plate. So the baseball team 3 outs away from picking up their first win. And here we are 1 out away from picking up win number 4 on the year for your Lady Kahawks as they came in at 3-5. Reynolds pitches again, swinging a base hit out to right field. And the inning is continued. Back to the top of the order for Becky Patrick. 4th base hit of the afternoon picked up by Granite City. And Becky Patrick has grounded out, reached on an error, and struck out in this game. Courtesy runner once again is Haley Ambrose for the pitcher. Patrick digs in from the right side, trying to keep the inning alive for her team. Warriors are down to their last out. High and outside on the pitch from Reynolds. Becky Patrick awaits the next from Reynolds. Here it is. Strike called on the outside corner, 1-1. One ball, one strike the count. Next pitch on the way. Swinging a slow roller for Brianna Wellen. In the glove and over to first in time for the out. And that is the way that this one comes to a close. 6-0 in favor of your Collinsville Kahawks. That brings us to the post-game show brought to you today by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. The folks at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville, or you can give them a call at 343-3602 or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Kahawks win this one this afternoon by a score of 6-0. We'll tell you all about it in the postgame program, which comes your way next on the Kahawk Sports Network.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach. Whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues, we have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty. The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune covers Troy, Collinsville, Maryville, and all the villages and communities of Madison County. From area city halls to sports, including the Collinsville Kahawks and Unit 10 District News. The Times-Tribune covers that and more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper published every Thursday, and a one-year subscription is only $40 for the printed and online editions. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Times-Tribune. The reviews are in. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is a hit in the Metro East. Folks both local and just visiting the area are calling Old Herald Brewery and Distillery a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is located at 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville and is home to one of the only restaurants in the state with their own brewery and distillery that produces some of the best brews and spirits in the industry. And the food? All created by an in-house chef using local ingredients that will please any palate. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville has daily specials for both inside diners as well as offering curbside pickup specials and family-size specials. And don't forget to take home a bottle or a growler of beers brewed on site at Old Herald Brewery and Distillery. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville. Check their Facebook page for daily specials, online ordering at oldheraldbrewery.com, or give them a call at 855-8027. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats,
campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
And once again, we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network as Collinsville wins this one here this afternoon, 6-0. They snapped a 3-game losing streak by winning this one here this afternoon. And Collinsville ends up with 6 runs on 8 hits. They committed 1 error, and they left 10 base runners on. Granite City, no runs on 4 hits. They committed 2 errors and left 6 base runners on. Can tell you right now that Collinsville scored a run in the top of the 7th, an RBI single by Rolando Colon, and Collinsville, the baseball team, now leads Granite City 3-1 at the baseball game at Granite City. So if that holds, then Collinsville, they just need 3 outs in the bottom of the 7th to secure their first win on the season as they get ready for the JV game here in just a moment due to the field being too wet across the way to play on that field. So that's going to do it for us here this afternoon. Collinsville wins, snaps a 3-game losing streak, 6-0 over Granite City. And for your Lady K-Hawks, they'll be right back here on Tuesday against Belleville West, while Granite City, they're back in action tomorrow as they travel to Alton. Big thank you to Chris Kettler, who hung out most of the game before he had to go take care of Lady K-Hawks soccer duties. And, hey, what do you know? Collinsville just scored again, 4-1 in the top of the 7th for the baseball team. Bonus. So until Tuesday, I think that's the next time I'm here. But in case you want to join me on Saturday, I'm doing the doubleheader from Fletcher Field as the Alton Marquette Explorers come to town for a doubleheader, 10 o'clock and 12 o'clock on Saturday. And we'll have that game for you next on the Kahok Sports Network. So until Saturday, everybody enjoy the rest of your evening.